expense. They don't realise that some of them are like that, but the vast majority certainly aren't like that. I mean, there are loads of interesting people here who don't fit those caricatures, and that's why there's an interest, because there's a paradox in this whole place as well.
I'm not standing for anything, but I want to register to have a vote.
Yeah, that's fine.
The Earl of Romney was a land agent until he retired and didn't inherit until he was 65. He's been coming down to attend the House from his small farm in Norfolk on a regular basis for the last 24 years.
And it's Lord Romney, isn't it?
The Earl of
Romney, yeah.
I've been dead long before your film comes out. You shouldn't laugh like that, you should weep.
I'm not weeping because I think you're going to have an early death. I'm laughing because it takes me so long to make a film.
But I told you, didn't I, that I didn't used to buy a diary until the beginning of January.
Why?
Because I thought I might not need it. I think my birthday's next week and I should be 89 then.
What was your maiden speech about?
Haven't made it yet.
Oh.
That's disappointed you, haven't it? Though maiden speeches are supposed to be interesting and not repeating what other people say. They're not interested in what I've got to say, but they like to have my vote. They've always had it.
Would you describe yourself as lobby fodder?
Yes, that's right. Absolutely. That's what I am.
What?
Lobby-fodder. You're absolutely right.
And do you have any qualms about that?
No, do you think that's a bad thing? You've got to have... That's the bright ones are supposed to speak, and the others are supposed to support them. That's how this thing works here.
Earl Russell, would you be so kind, my lord, please? Thank you.
And yes, that'll be on its way.
It isn't just the Lords reform that's causing unhappiness. Another very controversial bill is passing through the House at the same time: welfare reform.
The disabled, my lords, did not choose to be disabled. They unfortunately are disabled. I really do feel...
Some of the Lords are very uneasy about the government's proposals to means test disabled people claiming unemployment benefit. But the only power they have is to suggest amendments and ask the Commons to think again before it becomes law.
So the people concerned are being doubly punished by this clause. Its philosophy is, to him that hath shall be given, and from him that hath not shall be taken away even that he hath. It's not the policy of this party. I didn't think it was the policy of the Labour Party either.
It's the power of persuasion that drives a peer to vote for or against an amendment. And they have just 8 minutes to get to the division lobbies where they're locked in until they've been through to vote.
Could you go round the other way, Lord Davidson? Thank you very much.
There's a corridor for the contents and a corridor for the not contents. This is how the Lords make their views known.
The speeches, of course, aren't a perfect guide, but it looks good. Here we are. Ready? On your marks.
Earl Russell, son of philosopher Bertrand Russell, is an eminent historian and a professor at King's College, London. He's hoping to be one of the 92 elected to stay on in the House.
I would like to think that the acceptance of the 92 would be an acceptance that hereditaries are people and entitled to be treated on equal terms without discrimination. That might be rosy, but it would be nice if we'd got there. After all, we're not as a caste superior to everyone else, but we're not inferior either.
I'm going to stand and we shall see what we're going to do. I'm not going to write any sort of advertisement in my favour. I'm just going to let my name go forward.
Does it matter to you hugely if you do get it?
Very much. very much want to go on.
What will you do if you don't get elected? How will that affect things?
I haven't really thought about that. Obviously I'll be at home in Argyll, wearing my overalls, selling petrol from my petrol pumps.
Is that what you do?
Yes, I'm not here.
Can you explain